Natal is a big city, and it's split up into kind of different parts. So you've got a coast, you've got a beach area, and that gets a lot of tourism. And you can find a bus. Any part of the city you're in, you can find a bus that'll take you down to the beach. Of course, we didn't go down to the beach because, we didn't, but it was kind of frustrating when we were waiting for a bus to come by, and all the buses that are passing are for Dunas, Praia, all for the beach. And you're like, okay, where's my bus? I need to get to church. And there's lots of buses. There's lots of buses, and I'd never ridden public transportation before then. It wasn't a thing out in Washington. But oh man, they will pack you in there like sardines. One time no, you have to shove your way past people to get off. I mean, if it's your stop and you're up at the front, you might not get off because you didn't get to the back before your stop. So I mean, you'll shove and push and push and shove and trying to squeeze by, and you might not get off at your stop. Anyways, I remember one time it was so stuffed. Oh, and they don't slow down for curves. The bus drivers do not slow down along curves. They might not speed up, but they don't slow down. And they can take some pretty good turns, and everybody's swaying. But I was going through this big group, and I got up on my tiptoes trying to sneak past some people, and you're sliding right past people's bodies, And I got to this place where I thought I could wait for a second. I tried to go down off my tiptoes, and I couldn't. Because there were so many people jammed in around me that my hips were above their hips, and there was no going back down. So I was just kind of on my tiptoes there a little bit, kind of floating against other people on the bus, and that was pretty normal. That was the worst it's ever been, but yeah, the buses get packed. So there's a lot of good transportation in Natal. You can get just about anywhere with a bus pretty quick, and they pass pretty frequently, but they get really jam-packed. It's fun. There's a lot of agriculture and fruit and stuff there. That's always fun. There's little farmers markets where you only buy bananas. Only buy bananas, don't buy anything else. The bananas are great. And, there's avocados there. You think avocados here in the States or whatever, but you don't. I mean, avocados aren't oval-shaped little things that you sprinkle salt on or put on sandwiches. They're big, round, sweet fruit that you blend up with milk and sugar. And it's wonderful. And every fruit was a different thing down there. They'd say, oh, this is pineapple. I'm like, it's not the pineapple I know. This is sweet and light and wonderful. It's not acidic. It doesn't remind me at all like an orange or a lemon. How you kind of put the citrus kind of taste of a pineapple. You don't call pineapple citrus down there. That's not what it is. It's everything's very different. Natal's got it's split up among the beach part, and then you've got kind of different areas. You got richer areas and poorer areas, and then there's the Zona Norte, the northern zone. It's kind of separated by this one little bridge, and Natal's got its own football stadium now. Well, futebol stadium. It's the soccer stadium, and that made it a huge attraction. They were putting in an airport when I was leaving, so we didn't get to ride out of that airport, but there's a good chance that missionaries coming into the Natal mission might not go to the Recife airport. They might be landing in the Natal airport. Natal actually was, in World War II, it was an Allied site called the Victory Trampoline, Trampolina di Vittoria. And the idea was that we would springboard American supplies and people and hardware from Natal into Africa and there on out into Europe. That was interesting to know. So it makes sense that they're putting an airport there. It could become it's an international airport too. So we don't have to go down to Sao Paulo anymore to land an international flight. That's cool. That's going to help their economy quite a bit. They've also got a really big suspension bridge. Kind of seems out of place there, but it's cool. It's new.